Hey, Kim, why you're not at home? Because I'm visiting hospital for Maggie. It's already evening. Aren't you ready for dinner? Are you planning to have my son cook? No, my husband will come to the hospital after work. Then I'll come home and cook dinner. A friend of mine just visited your house. What? Why your friend came to my house? Why? My friend said she had something to do around here. I told her she could have asked you a ride home. You didn't tell me that. I didn't tell you. Mother-in-law, I'm not always home. I don't like it when you make promises without my permission. You have dinner to prepare, right? That's why I thought you'd be home. But then my friend complained that you weren't home. I'm so embarrassed because of you. As I told you before, I come to hospital for my daughter when I have time. So please don't make that kind of promises. I'm in hospital more than home. Don't you think you're spoiling Maggie too much? Just because your daughter is sick doesn't mean you have to go every day. She's still a little girl, and we don't know when her condition will change. Please don't say that. She's sick from the start, so don't worry about it. The doctors say she doesn't have long to live. So you don't want me to take care of her? That's not what I meant. She doesn't have to be a center of your life, do you? I wish you'd pay a little more attention to me. You have a car, but you only use it to go hospital. Why don't you take me on a spa trip once in a while? Right now, I want to be with Maggie as much as possible. My husband feels the same way. I don't think so. My son is with you because you're with her all the time. I guess he has no choice but to go along with you, right? He's not. My husband and I care most about our daughter. You're so stubborn. She's a girl. You don't have to go that far. Gender has nothing to do with it. Yes, it does. If it's a boy, he's going to be the heir. I'm hoping to have a male grandchild soon. I'm sorry, but I can't think about that right now. Now, if you excuse me, I have to support Maggie's meal. Hey, I'm not done yet. I want to go to an outlet mall with my friends next time. Please take us there. You couldn't do it today, so why not? As I told you, I can't do it. Please take the bus or train. I'm not going to leave her now. Hey, listen to me. Next time a singer support is coming to the next town, she's going to give a concert at a commercial facility. Will you take me there? Mother-in-law, my husband told you about Maggie's condition, didn't he? Yes, she's in a critical condition, right? Then how can you ask me to do such a thing? It doesn't matter. It's next week. I'm not asking you to take me there right now. Even so, I don't think this is the right time to say it. Then when should I tell you? You've been told many times in the past that Maggie was in danger. She'll be okay in a couple of days anyway. Right now, we don't know if she can make it or not. That's enough. What? Why should I get accused? Because this is not a time to talk about it. My husband and I have been staying at the hospital for the past few days. I don't know anything about that. It's none of my business. She's your grandson too. A grandchild who's been in the hospital all this time? I haven't seen her at all. I've even forgotten what she looks like. Honestly, this is no different than if she wasn't exist. I see. So, you will take me there, right? My neighbor, Mrs. Ellie, wants to go with us. So as I told you, I can't make any promises. Then how do you expect me to get there? It's difficult to get there without a car, isn't it? I asked my husband, but he said he's busy. You're the only one I can ask. I can't either. I just need a ride. If I take the bus, it won't arrive there at the right time. It's not my business. Just do what you want to do. You're useless. What's a daughter-in-law for? Before I'm your daughter-in-law, I'm her mother of my child. Wouldn't you have wanted to be there for him? Of course I would. A son is the most important here. But if he was a girl, I wouldn't have cared. That's enough. I have nothing to say to you, mother-in-law. Don't even contact me again. Hey, can't you take me there? Why don't you figure it out by yourself? It's cheeky for a wife to resist your mother-in-law. First of all, it's your fault for having a sickly baby. It's your fault and don't drag me into it too. Hey, are you listening to me? Answer me! Kim, my husband told me about her. I'm sorry to hear about Maggie. Thank you. Don't be so depressed. You can have another baby. See? Next time. What? What? You're going to give up on having kids? You haven't had a boy yet. I can't think like that now. Maggie just passed away, you know. I understand that. That's why I'm cheering you up, right? I think what you just said horrible. Anyway, after the funeral, make a boy as soon as you can. That's all you can do. I told you, the funeral isn't even over yet. That's why I said make it after the funeral. I didn't say now. It's the same thing. I don't like it. Everyone's in a wake mood. It's so depressing. I'm not going to the funeral cremation. It's too much hassle and I don't want to go there anymore. I see. I understand how mother-in-law thinks. If you don't want to, you don't have to come to the funeral. It's been really hard these past few years because of Maggie. My husband and son are always talking about her. You were always with her and never listened to me at all. Nothing good happened at all. But now that Maggie is gone, now you listen to what I'm asking, right? Excuse me, I have to prepare for the wake. Wait a minute. What do you want? Do you realize that this is all your fault? This is all your fault for not having a healthy baby. Even I wanted to give birth to a healthy baby. I've said that to myself hundreds of times. Oh, you knew that? If you knew that, don't do that again, okay? Please make sure it's a healthy baby. Really? Really, how dare you to say such a thing? What? What's wrong? Did I say something bad? Please don't even think to attend the funeral. I wouldn't go even if you asked me to. I don't even have much memories of Maggie. Besides the singer's concert tomorrow, Mr. Lee's son's wife taking me to the concert. So I have to get ready and get a good night's sleep. She's so different from some wives. She really helped me out. Kim, it's been a while. Yes. Oh, you can't even say hello anymore. Are you still depressed? It's already been a month since funeral. It's only been a month. The 49th anniversary isn't even over yet. But I think you're feeling better than last month. So it's time for you to take action. Do your best. What are you talking about? I'm talking about my grandson. I can't wait for you to show me my beautiful grandson. In your mind, Maggie isn't a grandchild, is she? Of course she is. She's always sick and she's in the hospital all the time. Also, the gender is right. I never thought of a girl as a grandchild from the beginning. Instead, focus on making another grandbaby. This time will be a man. You don't even know what is good and bad to say it. I found out the mother-in-law really is an irredeemable person. What? You still don't know anything, do you? Mother-in-law is no longer taken care of by anybody. What do you mean? When have you seen your husband lately? What? Well, I haven't seen him for a few days. He said he's busy, that he's going to be away from home. He hasn't been home, has he? He must have something important to do at work. He's been traveling a lot. It's not unusual for him to be away from home. Your husband left home. Now he's preparing to divorce with you. What the hell are you talking about? Don't say things like that, you don't make sense. It's true story. I have his permission to talk to you about it. Why is my husband divorcing me? We've been together for over 30 years. It's your attitude toward Maggie. You didn't deal with Maggie because she's a female. You made a fool of her for being sickly, and you never came to visit her at the hospital, did you? You didn't even attend the funeral because you thought it would be too much hassle. He just couldn't stand that attitude. Why do you have to get divorced over Maggie? It's her fault for being sickly, isn't it? He couldn't stand that kind of attitude. Your husband really cared about her. He warned you many times, didn't he? He wanted you to stop being so harsh to Maggie. You want me to love any grandchild for her unconditionally? If you don't like something, you can't help it. I am not saying that you should be unconditionally kind to her because she's your grandchild. But every time something happens, you point out that Maggie is sickly or weak. Even you made disparaging statements on more than one occasion. You're free to think what you want in your mind. But you don't have to speak any single word, do you? I'm just being honest with myself. I just said what was on my mind. What's wrong with that? I think you don't understand that. That's why you're getting divorced. Also, my husband and I will be cutting you out as well. Why is my son cutting me out too? Because he's Maggie's father. My husband and I and father-in-law love Maggie. None of us will understand you, mother-in-law. Don't ever get involved with us again. Wait a minute. I can get my husband on the phone. If I call now, it won't even go to voicemail. He's blocking you. He will have his lawyer contact you when he's ready to divorce you. I thought my son hadn't been responding to me lately. Maybe I've been ignored for a long time? I'm afraid so. I was going to block you too. But I really wanted to tell you about your current situation. That's why I haven't blocking you. I just wanted to say that you deserve what happened to you. I will never forget the things you have insulted me for. Kim, wait! I apologize! So please tell my husband and son. Could you tell them that I'd like to return the call? Why would I? Even if I did, neither of them will make a move. If you have something you want to tell me, contact the lawyer your husband hired. That's not my point! I want a proper family discussion! Family? Are you misunderstanding something? None of us consider you as a family. I think you might say it better way. I am still mother-in-law. I never thought of you as my mother-in-law. What? After I got married, you started picking on me. After giving birth to Maggie, you started insulting me for giving birth to a sickly child. You know, you are the one who disrespects your grandchild. I can't even consider someone like that a stepmother, but it doesn't matter for now. You didn't recognize her as your grandchild either. It's up to me what I think. Kim, I'm sorry. I'm sorry when I treated Maggie badly. It's too late for apologize. She won't come back. I won't do anything like that again. You can do whatever you want. It's none of our business. Think about what you've done and leave from now on. How am I supposed to leave? My husband says he's divorcing me too. My son has disowned me too. Kim, please help me. I'll do anything. If you do anything, just forget about us. We will never help you. You're nothing to us. Then there was a discussion about my parents-in-law's divorce. My mother-in-law insisted that never wanted a divorce. In the end, it was a meditated divorce. However, she was always neglecting her housework and playing around. She was also verbally abusive to my father-in-law in a way that hurt him emotionally. In the end, it was decided that my mother-in-law had a problem. My father-in-law's claim was accepted, and we were able to get a divorce. Currently, my mother-in-law is living alone in the house. I heard that she's looking for a job while living alone in the house she received as a part of the property division. Also, my husband had put in a good word with relatives and acquaintances of my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law's terrible attitude soon became a rumor. known and no one would take her seriously. My mother-in-law has lost all their family. I don't know how she will live in the future, but it is none of our business. We will not help her in any way, no matter how much trouble she may be in the future. My husband and I moved out of the house as soon as our daughter passed away, and my father-in-law has moved to the same neighborhood. I will never forget the sadness of my daughter's death. But it is not only sadness, but we also have happy memories of our daughter. I hope that we can move forward, even if it is little by little. I want to live my life to the extent that my daughter in heaven will not be worried. Together with my family, who has also borne the grief, I will do my best to get over it.
Claire, you disgust me. I'm gonna have to cut you out of my group of moms. That's all.
Lucy? You called me out of the blue, and what are you talking about?
Huh. I just told you. You disgust me. So don't you ever come to the group or to trips again.
I don't get it at all. Did I do something to you?
You're asking me what you did? What the heck are you talking about? Every time you come to Mom Friends group, other moms gather around you. I want to brag about my new high brand bag and luxury restaurants that I've been to.
Isn't it because you brag all the time that they're avoiding you? People don't like to hear others brag.
Why? After all those high brand bags restaurants, when I buy them and go there, it's because I want to show off.
Well, I'm not saying that I don't get it, but I don't think people like that. I don't think you should do that kind of thing anymore.
See? That's what I'm talking about. You get all the attentions, Claire. That's why you can say that. But I don't have people around me. Why don't you try to understand how I feel?
But I'm not doing anything special.
No. I'm sure you're giving money to your mom friends.
Huh? Of course not.
Otherwise, there is no way you get all the attentions.
The way you think that you get attention by giving money is the reason why people don't like you. Before you say things about other people, why don't you reflect on your own actions and behavior? Then, maybe they get along with you.
Why do I have to change? I want to brag to everyone. If I hold back from that, what's the point?
Like I said, normal people don't like to hear someone brag that much. When someone tries to show off, it doesn't make you feel good, right, Lizzie?
Of course. Listening to other people brag doesn't get me anything.
Then you understand how others feel about you, right?
I understand. But that does not give me the reason to stop my bragging. Bragging enriches my heart. Showing off to you guys how much I'm rich gives me a peace of mind.
That's too... I can call it a disease.
What? You've been saying disgusting things to me, without any thought of changing yourself.
Well, I don't know what to say. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't give a damn about what you think about me. You should get a cold or something. And I hope you wouldn't be able to come to the group's gathering.
What are you saying all of a sudden? First of all, I'm so busy that I haven't been able to go to the gatherings.
So you work. Huh. Well, I guess you work at some convenience store. Or put out stuff at a supermarket. I'm sure your work is something simple that anyone can do.
I'm not gonna tell you what I do. But just stop saying stupid things and trouble me, okay?
I can't believe you actually caught a cold. Is it what they call the power of words? I'm so surprised.
Phew. Anyway, what have you done to me?
Huh. Are you talking about the icy water? You got splashed with icy water, so your fever went down, right? You should thank me. If you want another splash, feel free to ask me.
I'm a lawyer. I'll put you to hell when I get better.
What?
How dare you? I'll never forgive you for this.
Hey, hold on a minute. I can't believe what you just said. I had no idea you were a lawyer.
Do you really think you can convince me by saying that you didn't know? You assume that I work at a convenience store or supermarket. I'm sure that you look down on these jobs. But too bad, I don't have a job like that.
Wait a second. It's true that I didn't know that you were a lawyer. I'm surprised. But you don't have to be that mad, you know. I'm wondering if you're gonna tell me that you'll sue me.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you that. I think what you did could be considered assault. Also, I didn't give you permission to come in here. So, I'd add breaking and entering to that list too.
Hey. You're making it sound like I'm a criminal. But you're actually committing a crime.
What are you talking about? You came into someone's house without a permission.
I'm just saying it's a visit. I didn't just come in here to visit you. We're mom friends, so it's natural for me to come see you when you're sick.
So, it's okay to come see a sick friend and splash ice water on her. I have a fever higher than 102 and I'm in terrible pain. Do you want to make me get worse by splashing me with icy water?
No, I was just trying to make your fever go down by pouring icy water, you know?
What? Don't be kidding. Anyway, you've done so much to me, so you should be prepared to pay for it.
Be prepared? Am I getting arrested? And do I have to go on a trial? And am I going to end up in jail? No way. I'm not going to jail. No way.
Just calm down. I didn't say such a thing.
What? Then are you telling me that you're not gonna sue me?
Well, I'm busy, so I don't have much time to sue you.
Phew. I'm glad to hear that. Jeez, don't scare me like that. Was it fun scaring me? You're so mean.
Oh, what are you talking about? I said that I won't sue you. But I didn't say that I'll forgive you.
Huh.
I think we'll be having a negotiation for settlement.
Negotiation? Does that mean that I have to pay you?
Oh, so you know? Is this the first time for you to have a settlement negotiation?
Of course it is. There aren't much opportunities to have such a thing in one's life.
I guess you're right. Good for you. It is gonna be a valuable first experience for you.
It's not good at all. I have to pay you, right? No way.
Oh, really? Well, then I guess I have no choice. It's gonna be a little tough, but we need to go on a trial.
Hey. I thought you said we weren't going on a trial.
I just said that I don't have much time for a trial, but I can manage while working. I mean, if the settlement negotiation's not gonna work, we have no choice but to do that.
But
If you have a way to prove that you're innocent, you might have a chance. Unfortunately, we have surveillance cameras in our house. What you did is all recorded.
a surveillance camera? What kind of family would have that installed in our house?
I'm sorry, my husband is a police officer. Husband a police officer, wife a lawyer. Inevitably, we have a high awareness of crime prevention and evidence preservation. In case a crime is committed in the house, we agreed to make sure we have all the evidence.
Oh no. You mean the video of me pouring ice water on you? Are you telling me that you have it recorded?
I just took care of the wet food on the floor, so I haven't checked it yet. But your face is probably recorded clearly.
No. Delete that footage. I don't need it.
You don't need it, but we do, so don't worry.
Of course I'm worried. That's enough. I'm the boss mom. You can't do this to me, the boss mom.
Oh, I've never heard that you were the boss. Are you the boss, Mom?
Yes, I am. Everyone likes me.
I've never heard of you being adored. Are you sure? I thought everyone hated you.
No, I'm the boss mom. There's no way they hate me.
But you've been bragging so much that people don't like you. Bella and Everly have told me that you always interrupt people so that you can talk about yourself. You're not good at communicating, are you? You should try to have a little more conversation.
What are you talking about? I've never done that before. No, I didn't.
You don't listen to others at all. You only talk about what you want to. You don't seem to realize that there is something wrong with you. How dare you call yourself a boss mom? You don't sound like a boss mom, but just a self-satisfied weirdo.
What do you mean weird? You've been rude to me all day. Have a little respect for me.
I'm sorry. I'm the one who got doused with ice water. It's getting a little hard to keep my cool.
What? You should keep your cool when you talk to people. You're an adult.
No, I think it's you who's losing her cool more than I am. I'm a little mad at you too, but you've been mad at me for a while now. You've been mad at me the whole time.
Of course I'm angry, because you're being unreasonable.
Unreasonable? What the heck are you talking about?
Because you're being unreasonable. You suddenly tell me that you're a lawyer, and now you're pressuring me to negotiate a settlement. If this isn't unreasonable, what is?
Well, I'm the one who got ice water dumped on me by you. Isn't that unreasonable?
No, it's not. I threw ice water on you because you're more admired than I am. I was just trying to make you see who you really are. I had no choice.
You had no choice, huh? But as a result of that, I'm pissed off and considering settlement negotiations and lawsuits. That's understandable, right?
Not at all. I was trying to make you understand who you really are. So it's not a crime or anything.
I don't understand your logic. You're a little dim-witted.
Hey, I think that would be called slander now. I'll sue you for insult.
Go ahead. If that's going to be enough to get charged with contempt, then I'm sure there will be a lot more people who would be guilty of contempt.
What the? Don't get carried away just because you're a lawyer. You're a lawyer. You must earn a lot, right? Then, there's no need for you to negotiate settlements.
You know, I'm not here to negotiate or sue for money. I'm not talking about negotiating a settlement or a lawsuit because I want you to be sorry. I'm just trying to make you sorry for what you did. I don't want you to do the same thing again. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I don't understand.
Well, then, I'm not going to expect anything from you. Anyway, since you're not going to negotiate a settlement, I'll have to consider a lawsuit. There will probably be fines, and in the worst case scenario, jail time. So, be prepared.
Oh, wait. Imprisonment? Does that mean I'm going to be put in jail?
Of course, you did something wrong. I think the only thing worse than jail is that you'll get a criminal record.
Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. Why are you being so mean to me? You should be nicer to me.
I don't know what to say. You put yourself in this situation. It can't be helped. Or, do you still want to negotiate a settlement?
I'll do it. I don't want to go to jail and I don't want a criminal record.
Okay. What do you think then? How much do you think is fair?
I mean, for now, will you let me off with 500 yen?
Do you really think that just 500 yen will wipe out the crime?
What? Just 500 yen? 500 yen is a lot. The morning meal I was gonna order at the next Mom Friends get-together costs 500 yen.
Oh, okay. I guess 500 yen to order a morning meal can be important. But to hurt people and then ask for forgiveness with that little money? I don't think it's fair to ask for forgiveness with that kind of money.
Why? How much does it generally cost?
Well, at least 100,000 yen is required.
More than 100,000 yen. There's no way I can afford that much money. You're trying to scare me knowing that. Unbelievable.
Who would do that kind of thing? Well, if you can't pay me, then I'll have to sue you.
Okay. I get it. But I don't have that kind of money and I don't know what to do.
I'm sure he has some money.
Talking to my husband. How can I do that? If I tell my husband about this incident, I'm sure he'd be furious.
Well, I'm sure that he would, but you don't have a choice. Since you can't afford it, there's no other way but to ask your husband to help you. Is there?
No, I'll never tell my husband about it. No way.
Okay, but you can't solve it by yourself, can you? Do you have a better plan?
Yes, I have. I'm gonna go to your house right now. I'm going to get down on my knees.
Huh?
And then you'll forgive me. Is that okay? If you see my sincerity, I'm sure you'll want to forgive me too.
You really are an idiot. Do you really think I would forgive you just by doing such a thing? I don't even know what to say.
Why are you saying such horrible things? I want to do something about the situation. Don't laugh at my desperation.
You seem to have completely lost your cool. You've lost your cool and you're not in your right mind. It's just annoying when you try to get involved with me like that. So we'll continue to negotiate a settlement, but I'll be in contact with your husband.
What? Why my husband?
Because even if I talk to you now, you've lost your mind. I honestly don't see a way out of this. It would be so much better to talk to your husband and make sure that it progresses right.
No, not my husband. I don't know what he's going to say when he hears about this. I'm on my way to your house right now. Do not contact my husband.
Oh, I'm sorry. I already did. He's already read my message. I think he's going to be pretty mad.
How could you do such a terrible thing to me? You're disgusting. What do you want with my life?
It's not that I want to do something to you. You've caused me so much pain. I don't see any reason to do you any favors.
Oh no. Why would you say such a horrible thing? It's absolutely ridiculous that you would do this to me. I just wanted everyone to admire me. Why should I have to go through this?
Lucy kept on contacting me to ask why this is happening to her. Then, at some point, she stopped contacting me. Perhaps her husband got angry with her. After that, Lucy ended up negotiating a settlement.
She paid me 300,000 yen, and I decided to withdraw the damage report. After that, her husband told her never to get involved with her mom friends again. We never saw her again. I guess she is now just staying at home doing housework all the time. Ever since Lucy stopped showing up, we have been able to have a very peaceful time at the group. We are now able to go on trips without Lucy, and it's very comfortable.